Now you have already done motion of charged particle in uniform magnetic field and uniform electric field. Now this topic is motion of charged particle in uniform electric and magnetic field combination. So you have both electric and magnetic field. Now how the charged particle will move depends on the way electric and magnetic field are placed, okay, and how the charged particle enters this region. So if you have, suppose you have both electric field in this direction and magnetic field also in this direction, you have uniform electric field and magnetic field in the same direction, okay, and the charged particle is there, they are collinear, charge is also moving in the same direction. So V, E, B, all the three vectors are collinear, that means in same line, same direction. So now what will be Lorentz force? You know that Lorentz force F is equal to QE plus Q V cross B. Now if you see V cross B, V and B are parallel to each other, so this V cross B will become 0. So this part will be 0 and you have, but this part will not be 0. So your entire force is because of the electric field, okay, and the force is in the direction of electric field also. So what will happen if the charge particle, if this is a positive charge, okay, if this is a positive charge, it is moving in this direction, it will move in the same direction because force is in the same direction, but it will accelerate, okay, so its speed will change, its momentum will change, its kinetic energy will change, but the direction will not change, and this part is not playing any role because this will become 0, okay. But if you have a negative charge, then the charge particle will move in this direction, okay. I mean, yeah, if suppose you have a negative charge and it is moving in this direction, then force will be in the opposite direction, okay, because then F will be equal to minus QE, so force and electric field will be in the opposite direction. So what will happen again? The straight line motion will remain same, okay. It will if this charge is moving this side and force is acting this side, so charge particle will de-accelerate, okay, it will stop and then it will start to move in this direction, and so its velocity will change, momentum will change, kinetic energy will change, but the motion will be straight line motion itself. Now what if suppose all the three V, E, B, they are mutually perpendicular to each other, okay. If they are mutually, V is perpendicular to E and perpendicular to B, okay, so if they all are perpendicular to each other, there can be we can get a special case. Then every time when they are mutually perpendicular to each other, you won't get a special case, but when they are perpendicular to each other, we may get a special case, and that special case is of a velocity selector, okay. So remember, if whenever you have a velocity selector case, it has to be this special case, okay. Now you see that force, Lorentz force, is equal to QE plus Q V cross B, okay. Now if suppose this is electric component of force and this is magnetic part of the Lorentz force, if they both are equal and opposite, the net force will become 0, okay, the net force will become 0. So you suppose this is the direction of electric field, this is direction of velocity, okay, and outward is the direction of the magnetic field, this is direction of electric field. So V cross B, outward, and this, Fleming's left hand rule, if you use, magnetic field is outward and velocity is towards me. So you see my thumb is pointing away, this side, electric field is this side, my thumb is pointing this side. So this will be the direction QE for positive charge, this will be the direction of the force, electric part, and this will be the direction of magnetic force. If they both are in opposite direction such that they are equal and opposite, they will cancel. But remember, always when they are mutually perpendicular, always these two will not be equal and opposite, depends on the magnitude of Q, E, V and B, okay. So if suppose you arrange them in such a way that they are perpendicular and this part and this part, they become equal and opposite, so the net force will become 0. And if the net force becomes 0, then what will happen? Your QE part in magnitude, QE will become QVB sin theta. Magnitude wise, they both will be equal. Theta is 90 degree, as I told you, we are taking mutually perpendicular. So QE will be equal to QVB. Q and Q you can cancel, V will be equal to E by B. So you will get this condition, okay, V is equal to E by B. Velocity is equal to E by B. So if you have the electric field and magnetic field and the velocity of the charged particle in such a way that these two equal and opposite to each other, and your velocity is, the ratio of velocity is E by B, only then if your velocity is if this ratio, if the ratio of E by B is V, then all the particles, charged particle having this velocity will move with the zero force. I mean, their velocity will remain same, speed will remain same, kinetic energy will remain same, momentum will remain same. Okay, so now here I took a case where magnetic field was outward. So I can also take a case where magnetic field is inward, but if you, that is also condition of all the three mutually perpendicular to each other. But you see, if magnetic field is inward, this side, then my thumb is pointing in the direction of electric field. Okay, that means in that case my electric force and the magnetic Lorentz force, they both will be in same direction, they will not cancel each other. ठीक है, इसलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ when these three are mutually perpendicular to each other, every time we don't get special case. Only if these three are mutually perpendicular to each other such that the net force becomes zero. Okay, such that the net force becomes zero, then we get this condition V is equal to E by B. Now suppose you have electric and magnetic field. This is your electric field and this is your magnetic field outward, and the charge particle, a lot of charge particles are moving. Different charges are moving at different velocities. Okay, now all different velocities, right? So if the velocity is different, okay, then some of the particles will have velocity equal to E by B. Only those particles which are having velocity E by B, for them what will happen, net force will be zero. They will move straight without any force acting on it. Okay, because net force will become zero. But all the other charged particles for which B is not equal to E by B, this ratio is not equal to the speed of the particle, they will experience some Lorentz force, and so what will happen, their path will be deviated. They will not move straight, they will be deviated a little from the straight path. So if you keep a target here, only those particles, so by adjusting the magnitude of E by B, you can select the velocity of the charged particle. Okay, if you want charge particle of 1 meter per second, you choose your E by B ratio in such that it becomes 1. Okay, if you want velocity of to hit the target, particle to hit the target with velocity 2 meter per second, so you will choose your E by B ratio in such a way that it comes 2. So the particle, all charge particle with 2 meter per second will go straight and hit the target, others will get deviated. I hope this is clear. Okay, next topic is of cyclotron, where again we have electric and magnetic field and charge particle is moving, but then we will do it in the other video.